Ian, where are you currently finding the best opportunities?
A range of areas. We are finding a lot of value in financials. That would be both the banks and the insurance companies. Across some of the consumer discretionary names. So that would be retailers like Currys, for instance, have been doing very well recently. IAG, the airline, has been doing very well recently. And then in more esoteric areas, so Smith & Nephew is a company that we have recently been buying in the health space, and a final one would be within materials. Johnson Matthey is a company, so it's a wide variety of areas across the UK market.
A wide variety of areas which are obviously undervalued. Julian, where are you finding your opportunities?
Well, we see a lot of opportunities really pretty much across most of the sectors. In particular, we think there's great value slightly outside of the very largest companies in the index, and those tend generically to be most looked at, most covered by analysts, and most well owned. We do spend quite a lot of time looking at the bottom end of the FTSE 100 and into the mid-cap index as well. And the valuations there are that much cheaper than FTSE 100. So there really are value opportunities, interesting opportunities across the board.
Well, that sounds positive to hear. How about you, Thomas? Where are you finding your opportunities?
Yes, I think you can always say that there's good value and we're finding lots of value opportunities. The question is, where's the catalyst? And so one of the things we've been working really hard on in the last couple of years is actually, we noticed we could go along to an event like this and we can say, UK is really cheap. And people would answer back, well, look, we get that, but we don't see the catalyst. And I think that there's an element of actually, as active managers, we need to be certainly identifying the value, but we also need to be saying, well, what's the catalyst that's going to drive that re-rating? And so at the moment, where we're seeing that is financials. We're seeing some really good environment. This is a great environment for financials. And if you go back to think about the macro, one of the headwinds for the consumer is sticky inflation. But of course, that's a tailwind for financials, because if you're a bank or if you're an investment platform and you're sitting on people's money and you're earning that little spread, that spread is it sounds not very much money, but actually that net interest margin, the difference between the money they take in and the money they lend is actually staying at really robust levels. So that's a wonderful environment for financials. And then if you think about the reverse of that, actually the consumer environment is very, very tough. So we have to be very selective on that side.